Hey guys, I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe, and thank you for checking back into my channel. As you can see, I got the glasses. I do wear glasses normally, so I thought I'll bring them onto my channel. So yeah, it's been a while guys, but this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a story time, and this story time is all going to be about how I got on TV. Yes, I was on TV twice. This particular moment is when I was featured on a program. I'll get into all of that in just a short while, but before I get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also don't forget to follow me on all of my social media platforms. So let's get to it. Yes guys, I was on a BBC Three programme called Is This Coercive Control? Now for those of you who are not based in the UK, BBC Three is like this big broadcasting company in the UK. So I was very fortunate enough to be part of this really incredible experience. And the show was all about how to recognise red flags in relationships. So it was actually a really interesting and a new experience for me because I've never done anything like that before. So talking about how I even got on TV, or how I even got, to be part of the show. So what happened was I got an email from one of the BBC Three producers, and this wasn't actually about the show, it was about another show that they were doing. And the show was like a dating show where they would take 10 singles on a romantic island and see how it goes from there. So it's kind of like a reality TV thing. Actually, even when I first got the email, I was completely shocked. Like I never thought, they would email me, and like I never thought it ever.
Hilarious.
And in the email, they were saying how they saw, they seen my blog, they seen my YouTube channel. And I was just shocked. I was thinking, well, I mean, I'm just kind of starting up. So the fact that they were able to see my stuff was just really amazing. I got back to them and I was like, thanks for reaching out. Reality TV is not really my thing, but, I would love to be involved somehow. And they were like, okay, cool. So after that, obviously I'd kind of declined the offer, even though it wasn't going to be an amazing experience, but I kind of declined the offer because I'm not into that whole reality TV dating thing. That's just not my thing at all.
I'm just not ready for all of this. It's just...
So I was a bit gutted about that because I thought, it's not every day you get like an email from like a major broadcasting company. So I was like, okay, cool, and I left it as that. And then a few months later, I got another email, and this was from BBC Three again. And I thought, this must be a sign. I keep seeing, BBC Three, they're looking for people and stuff like that. And I was thinking, do you know what? This must be a sign. So I thought, even if I don't get it, it's fine. The fact that they even contacted me, or the fact that I've even been seeing it around, I thought, do you know what, let me give it a go. So I emailed them, and I wasn't really expecting to hear from them back really at all. So I emailed them and told them who I was and a bit of my background, and then after that I just kind of left it as that. And then come a few weeks later, they got back to me and they were like, hey, how's it going? We saw your application and we want to give you a call. And I was like, oh wow, that's great.
I am on my way up.
So we exchanged contact information, and then after a few days they gave me a call from one of the BBC producers. Now we was just talking about, or they were asking me actually, they were asking me questions about, what I think about certain things, what my political views are, just a little bit, when you just have general chat when you get to know someone. That's basically what the producers were talking to me about. And then even from there, we were speaking, I guess, about 5-10 minutes. And then they were like, they really like the sound of how I am, and I seem like an interesting person. I was like, okay. So from there, they said that they'll send me another email telling me where to go for like the official interview, which would be at the actual broadcasting house. So it would be actually in BBC. So after I would say a week or so, I got an email saying, where the interview is going to take place, the time and the date and everything like that. After work, I went straight to the interview. So I won't go into detail about how the interview was like because I feel like the way they do the interviews is completely different to a typical, you know, why do you want to be involved in this? Do you know what I mean?
I said what I said, and always. I'm not changing on it, okay?
So it was completely different, but the way they did it was really, really interesting, and so I was just like blown away by how they did it. So it was kind of like an investigative interview. So after even that, I was thinking, do you know what, I've messed this up. You know, I don't know what, I can't remember what I said, or, you know, what kind of impression I gave off. But I thought, do you know what, even if I don't get it, the fact that I made it this far is fine with me. Like, there could be thousands of other applicants that applied, and, you know, what chance is there for me to be part of that? So I was just like, you know what, thank you for the time. You know, I wasn't really thinking much of it. Then come a few days later, actually, I got a call, and they told me that I was successful and that I was going to be part of the show. I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I can't actually believe it. I'm going to be on BBC Three. This is so crazy.
I have arrived, and the spotlight is on me again.
So after that, they gave me all the information that I needed, you know, about the time when we was going. So it wasn't actually filmed in London. I went to Liverpool to film it. It wasn't even in Liverpool. The fact that, because they were keeping it really discreet about where we was and stuff, but we did meet in Liverpool, and then we was taken to another place. Like, till this day, I don't know where we was, but it was like this kind of countryside area. But yeah, so once I got the email about where to go and the date and the time to meet, they made sure we were taken care of. Like, they made sure they had taxis come to our house to pick us up. You know, they bought us train tickets and everything like that. So we were literally taken care of, which was really great. There's 10 girls and 10 guys, so there was about 20 of us. I did know one girl, actually. I recognised one girl, which was nice, because it's always nice to see a familiar face, but other than that, I didn't know anyone else. So we were all taken by coach to this really nice stately home, and we all got to know each other, and, you know, and at this point they said, you know what, we cannot have our phones, we can't have tablets, we can't have no electronics. Like, we literally have to be in the moment and not have any distractions. So we literally gave all our electronics away, and they escorted us into another room, and, you know, they told us, okay, this part you're going to be doing your filming, and this part is going to be where you guys can chill and stuff like that. So there was a lot going on, and the shoot lasted for 3 days. So for 3 days we was without a mobile, like nothing at all. They even had someone to come and, you know, wake us up in the morning at 6 o'clock. So it was quite an experience. It was quite an experience. Yeah, so, you know, we got to know each other. You know, everyone there was really, really nice. We filmed for, as I mentioned, 3 days. What they did was they showed us a footage of a couple, and what we had to do was just kind of recognize what signs we see. Is this a healthy relationship? What's going on here? Does this mean something if he does that? So I don't want to give too much away, because if you are in the UK and you haven't watched it yet, I'll definitely recommend it. So yeah, it was interesting to see the journey of the couple, and obviously it wasn't a healthy one at all. We just had to figure out, at this point they didn't tell us what the scenario was going to be about. So we came in there blindly. We didn't know what we was basically getting ourselves into. So once they showed us the footage and they basically took us into steps of what was happening with this couple in particular. So it was interesting to get different people's point of view about whether, you know, they feel that this guy's like manipulative, or whether they think the woman is naive. So it was interesting to hear loads of different opinions, but alternatively we all obviously agreed that, you know, this relationship wasn't healthy because of X, Y and Z. Overall, it was really, really interesting. And also, actually forgot to mention that while we were on set, you know, they made sure that we had a psychologist on set, just in case we get a bit nervous, or maybe we get triggers for some of the topics that we're talking about, because it's a really sensitive topic, and obviously they don't know what we've been through. So, you know, they definitely had a psychologist on set as well. And even the showrunners, they were really, really sweet, really lovely. Like, they had a really good team of people that worked with us, and I feel like that just really made the experience so much more better as well. If you guys are interested in checking out, especially if you're in the UK, I'll definitely leave a link down below. But however, if you are not based in the UK, then I hope you guys enjoyed this quick story time of how I got on TV. If you'd like to see more, or you'd like to hear more stories like this, definitely leave a comment down below as well. So thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow me on all of my social media platforms. Until next time.